Hey, welcome back, everyone. John and William, Southern Beer Review. You know the drill. Um,
Pause for the sirens.
sirens going by right now, but we don't pause. We don't pause, and we don't
We
review
don't
sours.
edit. We don't cut.
We don't review sours either,
No.
apparently, which we'll get into in just a minute. But so here's the deal, guys. This is pretty cool. So this weekend was the 5th anniversary party here at the Birmingham District Brewing Company, and they released 5 barrel-aged beers to commemorate their 5-year anniversary. They released 3 stouts, a brown, and a sour. We're not going to review the sour because we're not fans of sour. If you want to come down and try it, I'm sure you would love it if you're a sour person. What we're going to do for you is we're going to review the brown right now, and then we're going to review a stout, and then we're going to buy the other 2 stouts in bottles and do those for you later. Okay, so this is, I'm just cheating because I didn't want to mess it up. So this is the 5-year anniversary series number 4 Brown Ale Imperial, 10% alcohol, sherry barrel aged Imperial Brown Ale with vanilla and black tea.
I mean, tell we're a little excited.
We were reading these descriptions a minute ago, and we tried to find a way to bring all the ones to you that we like. So of the 5, we're gonna bring you the 4 that we like, and minus the sour, and give you a taste of that.
And I just want to start by saying I sniffed this, and I
good.
caught myself wondering, what am I smelling that I recognize? And then he said, tea.
Yeah, it's tea.
It does smell like tea.
Does.
It smells a lot like tea and a little bit of vanilla. It smells a little bit like sweet tea.
And since I chucked the sheet, let me read the description one more time while John samples it. Sherry barrel-aged Imperial Brown Ale with vanilla and black tea. Sherry is kind of like a dinner wine, I guess, maybe sweeter.
I think people use it to cook with, maybe. Maybe not. I don't know. Hell, what do I know about wine? Nothing. But yes, that's. I know that is good. I just tried my first sip.
I've never done this in a video before, but I might just sit here and cry to myself while John does the rest of it. So, okay. John, when you get over 10%, you're looking at more of almost a liqueur tasting kind of beer.
Yeah.
Sometimes, yeah.
Especially with the darker beers.
Absolutely. I am a huge fan of browns in general. I'm sure I've had an Imperial Brown, but I can't think of one off the top of my head. But I definitely get the tea.
Yeah, the tea is coming through.
And to me, this beer is almost layered in 2 parts, on the top and the bottom. You've got the tea taste, where you're getting kind of the high alcohol, and then underneath there's almost like a creamy smooth sensation you get with it.
Yeah.
Like, well, here's the alcohol for you, and then we're going to hit you in the back of the mouth with this creamy sensation kind of thing.
Yeah, it's interesting. I don't get a lot on the front end of this beer. All the taste seems to be on the back end to me. It's almost like it lingers in your mouth after you swallow. It's strong. Luckily, I've always liked tea. Black tea especially, and there's a strong flavor of that, but it's also sweetened too, so it almost feels like you're drinking a sweet tea blended perfectly with like a dark beer.
I also get for lack of a better word, I'm just going to use this one, and maybe John can help me. I get like a peppery sensation that goes all up, like almost to your sinuses a little bit.
I haven't caught that yet.
Not in a bad way, and it may not be peppery, John. It's just
No.
something that reminds me of a spice kind of thing, and that could be the tea itself. I mean, maybe brewed vanilla and black tea.
The alcohol seems very well hidden in this.
It is, yeah.
Like if you handed me this and said, "Have this," and you told me to guess the alcohol content, I might say 7%, 7.5 maybe. This is 10%, and it's just very well hidden.
I'm not really a tea drinker, and that has more to do with I don't really drink caffeine anymore. But so black tea just has to do with the style, the type, as opposed to the leaves itself.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think black tea is generally just what most people think of when they think of tea. Like
Okay.
iced tea is usually black tea.
Okay.
But you can also have black tea hot,
Right.
whatever. So it's a very, like here in Alabama, I grew up drinking sweet tea. I don't drink it anymore because my belly's already got enough beer expanding it that I don't need the that sugar expanding it either. But yeah, it seems to fit right in just with Alabama. It's a sweetened kind of tea taste. If I had to say, if you like sweet tea and you want to try a beer, this would be a good one to try. And I say all that, it's not overly sweet. It's not like
No,
cloyingly sweet or anything like that.
it's
But
perfectly balanced to me with not an overwhelming alcohol taste. I've had some
Amazing
beers
how
over
smooth
10%.
that is.
I've had some beers over 10%. It tastes like bourbon.
Yeah.
And I don't think that's what you really want in a beer. And this doesn't really do that necessarily. Anyway,
I could chug this. I mean,
I
like,
could too.
I could chug it.
we're going to try to bring you one more of these special releases, though, so we're going to try to behave.
Yeah, yeah.
Well, you got a number? Because I have.
Okay, let me think. I feel like, just on us talking here, I feel like I'm going to underrate this a little bit compared to you. I like it. I kind of am edging towards loving it, but I'm not quite 100% there yet. I'm going to give it an 8.
Wow. Yeah, so this is good. Because some of you might think, well, we share. Well, actually, no, we do share.
We kind of do.
We kind of do. But, yeah, I'm going 9.5 on this, and just because I think for me it's the brown, and I'm not even. I just they do such a good job in the beer to me, tasting like what they say they're doing in the beer, vanilla and tea, and I get them both. Maybe the vanilla is the creamy part I mentioned a minute ago, but the tea is excellent, and I'm not a tea drinker, but it tastes really good to me. So that's interesting. That's a point and a half difference, but an 8.
But the bottom line is we both really enjoy the
Yeah.
beer. He just enjoys it a little bit more than me.
Right.
And honestly, a lot of times these beers, something's going on down
People are not behaving downtown Birmingham
Yeah.
today.
Hopefully everybody's okay. But yeah, we don't need to explain the difference in opinion there. It's not a big one, but yeah. But I do like this beer, and I'm really excited to see what they have next with one of these stouts that we're going to try.
So again, this is the 5-year anniversary series number 4, 10% Imperial Brown, sherry barrel-aged Imperial Brown Ale with vanilla and black tea. And again, worth coming down and try. And I have no idea how long this 5-year anniversary barrel-aged stuff is going to be available. Today is November the 12th. So I would think through the holidays, but they have it on on tap and in bottles.
I think it'll be here till they run out.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah.
When it's out, that's out. So,
Yeah.
all right, thanks,
We're going
guys.
to do our best to get them there.
Like and subscribe.
Take care.